Netflix has a variety of content, including some great miniseries, some of which are worth watching at least twice. Despite there being many streaming platforms nowadays, Netflix is still standing as the most popular one, thanks to its extensive catalog and its original content. Netflix has excelled in original content, though not without some failures, but it has mostly learned from its mistakes. Where Netflix has had more hits than fails is with its miniseries, though in many cases, it has been frustrating that they were only one season long, because they are so good that they deserved more, and they must be watched at least twice. Quicksand 6 episodes. Quicksand is a Swedish psychological crime drama TV series based on Malin Persson Giolotto's 2016 novel of the same name. Quicksand takes the audience to the Swedish district of Djursholm, where a shooting takes place at the town's senior high school. The main suspect is 18-year-old Maja Norberg, Hannah Arden, a student at that school, whose boyfriend, Sebastian Fagerman, Felix Sandman, is found dead at the scene. What follows is the investigation of the shooting, with Maja admitting to Sebastian's murder but not the shooting. Along with this, Quicksand takes viewers back to explore Maja and Sebastian's story, from the moment they met to the day of the shooting. Quicksand isn't just about a school shooting, as it also explores a toxic relationship, trauma, and more. Quicksand is very well written, the performances of its cast elevate the series, and it only takes its 6 episodes to catch its audience's attention, build suspense, and deliver a satisfying ending with no loose ends left. Made 10 episodes. One of Netflix's best miniseries to date is Made, inspired by Stephanie Land's memoir Made, hard work, low pay, and a mother's will to survive. Made is the story of Alex Russell, Margaret Qualley, a young mother who escapes an abusive relationship. Struggling to provide for her toddler daughter, Alex takes a job as a maid, while dreaming of becoming a writer. Made has been praised for its realistic, and thus tough to watch, portrayal of poverty and domestic abuse, as well as for Qualley's complex and powerful performance as Alex. Made definitely isn't an easy watch at first, but it invites a rewatch as it also has a message of hope, and a second watch can give a different perspective to the story. Unorthodox 4 episodes. Unorthodox is a German drama TV series inspired by Deborah Feldman's autobiography Unorthodox, The Scandalous Rejection of My Hasidic Roots. Unorthodox is the story of Isti Shapiro, Shira Haas, a 19-year-old Jewish woman in an arranged marriage, as she's part of the Satmar sect of the ultra-Orthodox community in Brooklyn. Isti runs away to Berlin, where her estranged mother lives, and does her best to live a secular life. Isti begins to discover life outside her community and all the beliefs she had adopted for years, which she begins to reject. However, it all takes a turn when her husband learns of Isti's pregnancy and travels to Berlin as ordered by their rabbi to find her. Unorthodox is a complex story, with equally complex characters and touching on themes like identity, freedom, religion, and agency. Unorthodox requires a rewatch to better appreciate its themes and Isti's journey, and it's easy to rewatch with just 4 episodes. Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities 8 episodes. Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities is a horror anthology miniseries created and hosted by Guillermo del Toro. Each episode is a different story directed by a different director, with an introduction by del Toro. The episodes are both original stories and adaptations, including a story by H.P. Lovecraft. Cabinet of Curiosities is one of the best horror TV shows in recent years, with each episode feeling like a short film thanks to its visual and narrative quality. The episodes cover a variety of fears and unsettling scenarios, so there's a bit of everything for everyone to enjoy, along with thematic depth, moral lessons, and great performances. Guillermo del Toro's Cabinet of Curiosities is one of those shows that deserved a second season, as it could have explored even more stories, styles, and themes, but the first season is worth rewatching many times. One Day 14 episodes. One Day is a romantic drama TV series based on David Nichols' 2009 novel of the same name, as well as its 2011 film adaptation. One Day introduces the audience to Emma, Ambika Mod, and Dexter, Leo Woodall, who meet at a graduation ball in 1988. From then on, Emma and Dexter continued to meet, with the show covering their reunions on the same day, every year. This format allows the audience to follow Emma and Dexter's relationship over the course of 14 years, with many ups and downs in their personal lives and together. One Day is as romantic as it is tragic, even more so for those not familiar with the book and/or movie, but the chemistry of its lead actors, the story's emotional depth, and its structure invite multiple rewatches. Adolescence 4 episodes. Adolescence is one of Netflix's biggest hits to date, and with good reason. Adolescence is a psychological crime drama series created by Jack Thorne and Stephen Graham, and it takes its audience to an English town to meet the Miller family, father Eddie, Graham, mother Manda, Christine Trey Marco, son Jamie, Owen Cooper, and daughter Lisa, Amelie Peace. Their lives take a turn when Jamie is arrested on suspicion of murder after his classmate Katie is found dead. Adolescence covers the investigation of Katie's murder, Jamie's possible involvement, and the impact all of this has on the Miller family, particularly Eddie, who is by Jamie's side through this entire process. Adolescence isn't an easy watch, and it's quite intense in just 4 episodes. Adolescence's writing, performances, themes, complexity, and depth make it worth rewatching, though, at the same time, it's understandable if many don't wish to rewatch it, as it can be too intense for some. The Queen's Gambit 7 episodes. Another big Netflix hit that invites many rewatches is The Queen's Gambit, based on Walter Tevis' 1983 novel of the same name. The Queen's Gambit is the story of Elizabeth Harmon, Anya Taylor-Joy, an orphan chess prodigy on a quest to become an elite chess player in the mid-1950s and 1960s. As Elizabeth keeps succeeding in chess, she continues to struggle with substance use disorder, and she has to prepare for a major international chess tournament in Moscow, where she will go against the world's best. The Queen's Gambit's strengths are its main character, and Taylor-Joy's performance, its incredible cinematography, story, and character development, which will make anyone want to watch it again. The Haunting of Hill House 10 episodes. The Haunting of Hill House is Netflix's best horror TV show to date, and, of course, it needs to be watched at least twice. Directed by Mike Flanagan and loosely based on Shirley Jackson's 1959 novel of the same name, The Haunting of Hill House introduces the Kane family, father Hugh, mother Olivia, and their children Stephen, Shirley, Theo, Luke, and Nell. The Kanes move into the Title Hill House mansion to renovate it and sell it, but unexpected repairs force them to stay longer. The problem is that they all begin to experience increasingly paranormal phenomena, which lead to a family tragedy. Years later, when another tragedy hits the Kanes, the surviving family members are forced to confront their past at Hill House.